Imagine walking through a valley where the mist never quite burns away. A place where ancient hunters whispered that children's voices echoed inside the fog, even though no tribe ever admitted living there. Well, archaeologists recently uncovered a site just like this. A remote valley in Central Asia filled with footprints, tools, bones, and art. Unlike any known human species, today, we're diving into the haunting mystery of the children of the Mista clan that vanished from history, but maybe never truly left. 40,000 years ago, the world was a colder, wetter, and far more dangerous place. A young Homo sapiens hunter, let's call him Rue, is traveling with his clan through a river valley notorious for its sudden, thick fog. One morning, Rue stumbles upon a set of footprints in the soft mud. They're peculiar, shorter than an adult's, yet longer than any child's he's ever seen. And they're strangely wide, as if adapted for gripping wet, slippery ground. No one in his group has feet like that. Then, he finds more. Dozens of Tem weaving through the mist like a hidden tribe walking just out of sight. But the most unsettling part, the footprints have no beginning and no end. They just appear in the middle of a clearing and vanish again, as if the walkers simply materialized from the fog itself. Rue becomes obsessed. Who left these tracks? Are they friends? Or are they a new kind of predator? His curiosity drives him to look closer. He starts noticing things others in his clan have missed. Discarded spears made from a strange composite wood, sharp flakes of stone napped in a style his people have never learned, and shallow shelters tucked into the rocks with tiny hollowed-out sleeping spaces. These beings clearly lived here, moved here, and hunted here, yet they left no signs of cooking fires. There's only silence. Only mist. Rue's desire to understand turns into a personal mission. Find this hidden clan and uncover their secret, whatever it may be. He has to know who shares this valley with them. The deeper Rue pushes into the valley, the stranger everything becomes. He discovers bones, and they look disturbingly human-like. But they're not quite right. The bones are thicker, shorter, and the finger joints are shaped differently. He even finds teeth worn down in a pattern that suggests a diet of soft fruits and plants. Not the tough meat his own people eat. These aren't Neanderthals. They aren't Denisovans. And they certainly aren't Homo sapiens like him. There's something else, entirely. A branch of humanity that seems to have been lost from our timeline. Then, as the mist momentarily recedes, Rue spots a cave entrance hidden behind a curtain of vines. Inside, he makes a chilling discovery. The walls are covered in art. There are tiny handprints, images of long-legged deer, and drawings of human-like figures with wide, flat feet. Exact same shape as the footprints outside, but it's the last panel that sends a shiver down his spine. It shows a group of people who look just like his own tribe, Homo sapiens, fleeing from tall, shadowy figures who have those same wide footprints. It's as if this hidden clan once watched our ancestors, and our ancestors were terrified of them. Just as he's processing this, a deafening roar of thunder echoes through the valley. A torrential downpour begins, and a flash flood seals the cave entrance. Rue is trapped. With the exit blocked by mud and rock, Rue has no choice but to explore deeper into the cave. In a small, hidden chamber at the back, he finds heartbreakingly personal items. A broken cradle woven from reeds, a small, crudely carved figure of a child, and a tiny skull. It has an oddly rounded forehead and is far too small, but it doesn't belong to any known hominid baby. On the wall above it is one final painting, much newer than the others. It depicts a group of the wide-footed people, men, women, and children, walking away into a swirling mountain of mist as a new group of people, humans, arrives on the horizon. It's not a scene of conflict. It's a farewell. The clan chose to disappear. Whether they died out in the harsh landscape or simply walked into a part of the world we could never reach, Rue doesn't know. When the storm finally clears, Rue manages to dig his way out of the cave. He returns to his tribe, but he's a changed man. Rue tries to tell the elders what he saw, but most dismiss his story as a fever dream brought on by the fog and the storm. Over time, the story becomes a cautionary tale, and the valley is abandoned, its secrets left undisturbed. Thousands of years pass. Then, modern archaeologists discover that very same cave. They find the same tiny handprints, the same tools made from unknown materials, and casts of the same unsettlingly wide footprints preserved in ancient mud. DNA samples extracted from a single tooth found in the cave reveal something absolutely stunning. A new, unknown hominid lineage, a distant cousin to both humans and Denisovans. A ghost clan that lived in total isolation, vanished without a trace, and left no modern descendants. But their legacy remains in the art, the tools, and the eerie footprints that once walked beside us. A quiet reminder that for much of our history, we were never truly alone, and some branches of our family tree vanished. Not with a bang, but with a whisper. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as fascinating as I did, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you do miss our next deep dive into the mysteries of the past. See you next time.